What's up, Libra? This is going to be your bi-weekly love check-in. This is for my Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoy this video, please do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out my channel. If you're new here, I put these out every 2 weeks, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I offer personal readings. There does tend to be a long wait for a reading with me, guys, so I have put the links to my bookings in the description box and my affiliates if you would like to explore your options. So feel free to check them out. And otherwise, if you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I put the links to those in the description box as well. Libra, I'm going to do my usual check-in, the person on your mind. How do they feel about you? How do you feel about them? A projected potential outcome for the next 2 weeks. Anyone new to my channel, I say potential because I infuse manifesting and the universal law of assumption into all of my content, which means that my tarot are only check-in points into one version of you, your specific person, and the connection that you, Libra, have manifested, are manifesting out of the infinite that are available right now in this very given moment. Creation is finished. Everything is you pushed out. If you would like to manifest this differently, your desires are meant for you. Circumstances do not matter. It just requires you to shift your state of consciousness, the version of Libra that you're being, and a reselection with new dominant thoughts and assumptions. The outside must shift for you. You can have anyone or anything that you want. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look at my other videos, do your own research, and I like to teach as I go. Okay, Libra, the person on your mind. Hermit card. Seems to be a little bit of a withdrawal energy, or maybe they're feeling a little lonely. Libra with the Hermit card, how are they feeling about you over the next 2 weeks? Page of Swords, withdrawal and lonely, but watching you, Libra. Page of Swords, observation. That could also be communication. Maybe the communication sometimes gets a little bit small. It's an observation energy though, Libra, so, you know, they could be checking you out, watching you online. We've got 3 of Cups, Libra. We've got 3 of Swords in the reverse. We've got High Priestess. Okay, this could go in and out of silence, Libra, with the High Priestess card. You know, 3 of Cups here, I do feel, Libra, like this is an energy of potentially, because we do have 3 cards here, so, and I have that observation energy. For some of you, there could be a little bit of this kind of watching one another or feeling like questions around, are you hiding things from me? And I'm not saying this in a loaded way. It could just be a little bit of an insecure kind of an energy, because 3 of Cups, 3 of Swords, this could be a theme that goes on in your connection. 3 of Swords could be hurt feelings. Now, for some of you, you know, you could go through periods of withdrawal, and High Priestess is a sense of the unknown. So like trying to fill in the gaps, what's going on here kind of thing. High Priestess can be secrecy. You also could have a very intuitive bond with this person. Maybe there's this sense of trying to feel it out, like, where is this going kind of thing. I mean, 3 of Cups, you know, you could be connected through friends or have a mutual network. Or the 3 of Cups, the 3 of Swords, there's been hurt feelings in relation to potential outside influences or energy, romantic or otherwise. Could be friends, could be family, etc. They want to come out of like a feeling of hurt connected to that. I mean, you could have just also had like some kind of hurt feelings and withdrawal, or like a row with some kind of an assumption, like, are you hiding things from me? I'm going to get more information. Are you hiding things from me? Are you holding back? 4 of Pentacles is insecurities. For some of you, jealousy issues, okay, are playing into this situation. They do want to hold on to you though, Libra, okay, so that's 4 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Wands and the 7 of Swords, exactly. What's burdening the situation seems to be either there's avoidance in really like speaking up or communicating properly, and then that creates trust issues, or there's just generally a theme of trust issues between you and this person, because 7 of Swords, it's like, are you hiding something from me? It may not be founded, guys. So anyone that's new might not be familiar with the way that I read. First of all, nothing's set in stone. Secondly, if things are not your story, don't make them your story. I don't fortune tell. Thirdly, even if it is your story and certain circumstances have popped up, if you want someone and you want it differently, you can fuck it in a bucket. We're going to get to your side of the street. Everything will shift around for you. But here is a theme. What's burdening the connection, and they want to come out of the burdens and any hurt feelings, seems to be this sense of things that have gone unsaid, things that have gone unaddressed, and maybe because of that, there's some kind of negative assumptions, and that can come from insecurities, okay? Jealousy issues, insecurities, they may be unfounded, okay? It just might be a theme. Yeah, the Magician card. So they are manifesting you, Libra, and they have hopes for you and healing, wanting to probably heal anything that's like caused any hurt feelings between the two of you. And the Star card, so that's beautiful energy. The Two of Pentacles is in the reverse. There could have been a little bit of this back and forth energy or hurt feelings around, are you prioritizing the connection? For some of you, you know, this High Priestess, it's like holding back on communicating insecurities. And so then that causes like silence. Maybe there's a bit of silent treatment or something going on between the two of you from time to time. And the Two of Pentacles in the reverse could also be, there's been a lot of burdens. That could be work-life balance and other priorities, or not prioritizing the connection over and above friends or career or something like that. And then what happens, I'm getting, and I'm just channeling, right, what comes through, is it could be that then rather than addressing the issue head on or communicating, maybe there's a little bit of this kind of silent treatment. It might be a game. Okay, guys? Again, this might not be for everyone, but this person still has hopes for the connection and is manifesting, I think, improvement and to release what's burdening the connection. Now, they are manifesting. Libra, you're the king or the queen manifester. So there you pushed out, so we can tweak this any way we like, and if you change your dominant thoughts and assumptions, you get the most improved version that you like, okay? They will conform. Ace of Pentacles. So they seem committed to the situation, Libra. If there has been any insecurity around that, this is a new beginning that looks very solid and stable and committed. For some of you, there has been burdens in work-life balance and prioritizing that's financial and like money in versus money out. For some of you, there's been insecurities in this situation because previous heartbreak connected to third parties has been a financial drain. Okay, I'm not really getting that there's cheating or anything going on here, but there could be trust issues. If you're dealing with someone where there's been separation in the past, okay, and there's children, this is like money in versus money out, financial commitments, and then that can cause insecurities and then projection, okay? But they're not really willing to move away from you, Libra. Six of Swords is in the reverse. So even if you maybe get like a little bit tense with this person or there's silent treatment or whatever, they don't want to move away from you and they still have high hopes. And then Ace card is a new start or a new phase and they seem very committed to you. We've got Page of Cups as well. So there's an emotional offer coming in. You're communicating with this person, most of you, and it's, you know, an offer, I think, for something stable. Let's get your side of the street, Libra, more important. We've got Gemini, we've got Pisces, and we've got Aquarius energy here. So let's look at you, Libra, and see what you want, okay? They could feel insecure, Libra, about you as well. You know, I feel like this person could have some fears or insecurities, maybe of being hurt, because that could be something that has happened before for them. You understand? Maybe they lost out financially, but also maybe they got hurt in the past relationship or relationships, okay? And so there's trust issues here. So how do you feel about them, Libra? I just saw the Tower card, Two of Pentacles, a bit of back and forth energy. I mean, Libra, they may sense that you're back and forth and you're not set on it. So maybe they're trying to manifest the commitment. I mean, we've got Six of Cups in the reverse. I mean, for some of you, you feel like there's stuff that needs to be reconciled from your past, because the Six of Cups in the reverse is usually going back to Five of Cups where you've lost out in the past. And so Libra, if you know, sometimes if we don't let go of past disappointment, we can kind of anticipate that there's going to be more disappointment, and it also affects a dynamic. Let's see, how does Libra feel? Judgment card is in the reverse. Indecisive. You know, the Judgment card in the reverse, also shadow energy. You might feel like this person can come across a bit judgmental. There's something going on more so with the dynamic, the energy between you and this person. One might hold back or do silent treatment, and then the, you know, one might feel judged and then react. Do you understand where I'm going with this? We're going to get the Oracle cards and see. But how do you feel about them, Libra? Seven of Pentacles. You have a foundation with this person. You seem to be waiting to see how things play out, okay? Nine of Cups, lots of pleasure. So you have a good time with this person. I mean, that's the other thing with this Three of Cups. You might really enjoy each other's company, have a good time, drinks, fun, going out. And then you've got Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. But something has you, it's challenging your confidence when it comes to your sense of security. okay? I'm not really so much getting this feeling like you're being cheated on or any of that, but there's something about the dynamic. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I mean, there's a lot of Pentacles, like Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Libra. Some of you are feeling like, you know, you're focusing very much on what you're building for yourself or your career, and maybe you're doubting that this person is helping you in some way. I don't mean that you need them to finance your life. I mean more like you're not feeling very secure in this connection for some reason, okay? Because it does look like this person might be holding back quite a bit. And that could be due to trust issues, past issues, etc. Okay? Yeah, the Sun card is in the reverse. Now, the Sun card, if it's a Morgan Greer, so this is a happy couple. It's still a happy card in the reverse. It's just something slightly dulled here, okay? And I'm going to get to the bottom of it. Ace of Pentacles, though. You both have Ace of Pentacles. So, Libra, it looks to me like you mutually want a new phase or want to commit to this situation, or if you're in some kind of a commitment, it would be taking things to the next level. So why do we have a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse? Queen of Swords in the reverse. Five of Swords in the reverse. Guys, there's two queens on the table and then there's Three of Cups energy. I'm not so much getting, Libra, that there's this juggling of two queens going on or more than one energy. I feel like there might be like the ghosts of ex's past going on. A Queen of Swords can be a divorcee. I mean, also, Libra, to be honest with you, that's your energy because it's an air sign queen. And there's Five of Swords. So there's tension and clashing and conflict between the two of you. Queen of Swords in the reverse, by the way, is Shadow Queen of Swords. So she can kind of, she or he, guys, not gender specific, but it's a queen, can lose her shit, like can get kind of cold or say what's what, or kind of when she holds back a lot on saying what she needs to say, then she can kind of explode. You understand? Or get really quite harsh and cutting. And I did already point out, and then there's been clashes between the two of you. There's something here going on with the way in which you communicate with one another, either holding back too much and then things get tense, or some kind of a tit-for-tat game, holding back, silent treatment, assumptions about not being honest with one another, and that causes tension. So when it's good, and then there's communication problems and clashing and tension. Literally could be like, are you speaking the same language? Like you're not understanding each other, or there's negative assumptions. Now, the fact that there's two queens, but for a portion of you, there is fears and doubts around loyalty and commitment, but I don't know that that's founded. I think it's something to do with not being very communicative or open or expressing saying what's what, okay? But you both then mutually are committed to the situation. So there's a lot of holding back. So Libra, if you feel that way and you feel like there's communication issues or you want this person to be more, however, you just need to shift your dominant thoughts and assumptions. Select with your consciousness the preferable version, be the version of Libra that has the version of the person that you want. And this is why affirmations and techniques work, guys. They're so loving, they're so open, we have the best communication, they're so supportive, they dote on me. Now, the fact that there's two queens, maybe there's an assumption that this person holds back because of past disappointment, or they are insecure because of third parties or exes. So Libra, that's all conditional. I know that I'm going on a tangent, guys, but it's more because I want to help you. Check out a video I once did about like you do not need to put conditions on your manifestation, okay? So if we go and we justify all the reasons why your dynamic is the way that it is, you don't change the dynamic. So we don't need to justify why this person behaves the way that they behave. If you want them to change the behavior, forget it. You just go to the end, okay? We have the best communication. We have the best relationship. We don't need to say it's because they've been disappointed in the past and they had a nasty ex or any of that, okay? Ten of Swords is in the reverse here. Libra, some of you have gone through pain before, okay? And so you yourself might be, on one hand, you know, you're invested in this. On the other hand, you have clashes with this person because you hold back a lot. And sometimes we have a negative assumption that a person is going to deliver us the same disappointment that we've had in the past, okay? Some of you are trying to get over some old pain or betrayal that you've had in your past. I wasn't getting so much that is what's going on in this situation. I mean, some of you, yeah, you might have had clashes with this person and pain. I'm getting more painful words than like that extreme betrayal and all that sort of stuff. But there's been painful cycles. And so you want to get out of that, and you seem to be still invested. Let me see why we have that Ten of Swords. Yeah, it's impatience. The Temperance card in the reverse is impatience, impatient communication or irritation with one another. And the Temperance card in the reverse also, it's like timing. Some of you have been feeling impatient, like this person isn't really delivering to you what you want, like that feeling of real safety or security. Not safety like physical safety. I mean more because of the way you communicate or things not being said or addressed. Okay, and I feel Libra, Ten of Cups is in the reverse. This could be something that's old pain where you might have had Ten of Cups that didn't work out for you, and now you doubt that this Ten of Cups can work out, because Ten of Cups in the upright would be the happily ever after. Now also that can be unhealed stuff to do with childhood. Now you might think this person has unhealed childhood stuff, guys. Fine. But Libra, I challenge you, if this person is showing up insecure, fears, they've had old exes, old Ten of Cups that's fallen apart, or they've had like family stuff that now they have an avoidant, you know, they don't express themselves or whatever it is, guys, we do not need to wait for that person to heal or change. Libra, you need to be the version of yourself that's secure. If you have unhealed stuff, like this seems to trigger something in you where you don't feel like if you feel like this person is cold or detached or is not loving enough or is not supportive enough, it's triggering some old thing of you. All you need to do is change the story, guys. Okay, there's only so much I can do in a tarot reading, but you get where I'm going with this. So this can be unhealed stuff, Temperance card. It also can be patience, impatience. So you feel like you've been invested in waiting to see how things play out, and you're getting a bit impatient, like, is this going to lead to my Ten of Cups? So you have a choice, Libra. You can either just affirm, go to the end, that this is your Ten of Cups and stick to it and allow the 3D and this person to catch up and reflect it, or not. But you both have Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so you both seem committed to the situation. So Libra, it's going to be up to you. I'm going to get some oracle cards on this check-in, which, by the way, guys, as soon as you start shifting your thoughts and your focus, you've already shifted, so you could fuck it all away or you could take what you like. They are manifesting stable commitment with you. They're coming in, Page of Cups, with an offer. If you've had hurt feelings or a row, that might be an apology. They want to release burdens. Looks to me like they want to break some kind of a cycle between the two of you, which causes insecurity or periods of silence or silent treatment, okay, or trust issues. So what does this person want to offer you in the next 2 weeks? Okay, so emotional block, possession and control, obsession and restraint. Do you see what I was saying? There's something here about there's like hurt feelings between the two of you. It's a dynamic, okay? Like fears and insecurities. So emotional block, maybe not saying what's what. They might feel like you're like that, then they do that, and it's like a ping pong effect. You understand what I'm saying? Because we do have passion, so no shortage of that. Insane chemistry, sparks and having fun. I did point that out, that you have that. Equal interest, burning desire. Okay, and then we have heartbreak and pain. So where's that coming from? Okay, learning and expansion, transcending, new phase. So there's something about understanding that this emotional block and this pattern causes pain and hurt feelings. And this is about learning, ascending, transcending, preparing for union. Ace of Pentacles, both new phase as well, okay? Stable. Coffin, new beginnings. All right, new beginnings. So there's a lot here about new beginnings. Liberation from an old pattern is what I would say, okay? That causes, you know, hurt feelings between the two of you. And what else? Yeah, coffee cup, meeting and talking, feeling elevated, savoring the moment. So there's definitely talking, meeting up, savoring the moment. So when it's nice and pleasurable, it's nice and pleasurable. You see what I'm saying, Libra? And then what else? And then more talking. I said to you, a lot of you are communicating with this person. It says interested, awaiting messages, texts, calls, emails, talking more. We'll get one more. partying, time with friends, living in the moment. There's some kind of fears and insecurities. I told you, the Three of Cups, the Three of Swords, there might be negative assumptions, okay, that one is not really prioritizing, and also because there's an emotional block and there's a bit of a tit for tat going on, it causes hurt feelings. And so I think that there's this wanting to have a new phase and liberate from that old pattern or cycle. Now, I told you, Libra, you can completely cut it short and stop focusing on what's happened before or the way in which this person has shown up before, and just because they're you pushed out, so it's like you've got glasses on and you have a perception, and then this person might say or do things and confirm that assumption that you know, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Okay, you have an assumption, then they show up, an unconscious assumption, they show up, they do certain things, confirmed, and then you expect things to keep going the way they're going. So you need to just disconnect that, detach, and select new thoughts. So if you want this person to not party anymore, Libra, or you want this person to be more open, even though even in this check-in they want to shift things and change things and have a new phase and resolve issues, if you want to only have the most preferable, it's all you need to do. You need to, you know, pick affirmations or a technique, or step into the state of being where Libra has exactly the relationship that they want, and this is how they are. And if for those that don't know what I'm talking about, just go and do a little bit of your own work, because you're the one that has to do it. No one to change but self. Okay, Libra, I hope that resonated for you, and if so, you can give me a like and a comment. Let me know. I'm sending you guys so much love, and I'll check in with you guys in 2 weeks' time.